Hello everyone! Beside NAVOO Smart Archive's main added value, which is obviously to save SharePoint storage and a lot of money, I would like to give you a short introduction on how NAVOO Smart Archive integrates within your SharePoint Online environment. What we see here is a standard SharePoint document library. We display some additional information here like file size or the current archiving state of a document. And our first little use case that I would like to show you is the manual archiving of a document. You are absolutely right. This is not a very realistic case because normally most of our documents will be archived by an automated background job that considers attributes like age, file extension, or the relevance of a document. But for the moment, let's have a look on how to archive files manually. We simply choose a file here and click Archive from the Actions menu. The current file size is about 13 megabytes, and as soon as I hit the Archiving button, NAVOO Smart Archive moves the file from SharePoint into our archiving storage. Let's click Refresh, and it's already done. As you can see here, the file has been replaced by a placeholder file, which now only occupies 50 kilobytes of storage. As you see, the placeholder keeps the original file format. It keeps all the metadata. It also keeps full text information, so that you can still search for the content, that you can still ask Copilot or any other AI for the full text content of the document. But it still moves the original data in the archive. And if the user clicks on an archive file, let's do it here. As you can see, it also contains some placeholder information like archive document and some hints and tips for the users on how to restore it in its original location inside of SharePoint. And this stuff here can be set up individually for each file type with your company logo, with your texts. Yeah, that's it, basically. Let's go back and as I said, full text information. As you can see, I can still search for, let's say, cost savings here. And we have a result for this document, NAVOO Smart Archive values, which is obviously archived, but it still has this full text information, and within the full text it says cost savings. Yeah. Okay, now let's change the perspective and let's restore an already archived document. And it's as easy as archiving it. It only takes us 2 little clicks. Let's take the same document as before, say Archive Restore, and now we hit the Restore button, which is also a very quick job. After a small refresh, it's still in progress. Now it's done. We have our 13 megabyte document back, and we have a couple of versions back in the background. So versioning is also included in our solution. But this is something you have to maintain. You have to decide on how much versions of documents should be archived and should be restored. This is completely in your hand. There is another archive document which is this Word document, Employee Handbook. What might happen if we take this document and move it to another location, like this folder here? Let's move it. So even if a document has been archived, I, as a content owner, it's still possible for me to restructure my documents, to move it between folders, move it also between libraries on the same site collection, and then it's still possible to restore it on this new location. So let's choose this way now, Archive Restore, and I can restore it on a new location as well. And here we go, Restore in progress, refresh. Now it has 300 kilobytes again, so it's the original one. At the end of this little demo, I would like to show you on how easy it is for owners, for the content owners of a site collection or a library or even a folder to activate automatic archiving. So let's do this for this little folder here. If we say archiving settings on this folder, we can decide on which schedule all the contents and documents within this folder should be automatically archived. So let's say archive it on a weekly base. Yeah. And that's it. New execution date, wonderful. Of course, let's keep in mind, there are still these huge background processes that can be maintained and configured by you to set up an archiving strategy for the overall SharePoint environment. Based on relevance, based on file sizes, and based, of course, on the age of your document. That's it for the moment. Thank you. Bye-bye.